Hello, everyone. It's Sonny McDonald here. And if you don't know me, and I know it's a Sunday morning, and I'm sure most of you are probably still in bed or you're grabbing a cup of coffee, but I wanted to say that I'm here for you. And I'm really, really passionate about building a world of kind and courageous leaders. And I'm the CEO and founder of Leadership HQ and McDonald Inc. Now, this morning I got a wonderful message from someone on LinkedIn that made me cry. And can I tell you, in the past few days, I have been crying. Yeah, I have been crying because as much as I love what we do and we're so committed to building a world of kind and courageous leaders, I'm seeing a real lack of leadership. And this situation in Australia with COVID and the lockdowns and the last minute border, the shutdowns of the borders and the leadership that I'm seeing in our authorities, in our leaders, is really, really frustrating. It's actually made me sad where I've cried, because I see in here, and I talk to so many people, not only around Australia, but the globe. We reach out to so many people, is that people are really getting impacted now. It's kind of like enough is enough. And I think as well, we're seeing what's going on overseas. And I'm not saying anyone is perfect. I think that, leadership isn't about being perfect. However, I kind of feel helpless. I feel helpless that I have a voice and I really want to make a difference here. But at the moment, I'm feeling as though I'm feeling helpless that we can't make a difference. So I just want to reach out to everyone. I want to start a conversation around this, around how we can together have the courage to make a difference and an impact, how we can support each other more, how we can. I do see a lot of frustration on LinkedIn, and I know I contribute to that, as well as keeping things really positive and focusing on how we can be truly kind together and be courageous together. And I understand the frustrations amongst so many Australians at the moment. And I, and also the fact that we are one country. I wish we could see one country and ourselves as one country and stop these border shutdowns and also these lockdowns as well, but and also get vaccinated. Like, we need to get vaccinated. But together, I just think that the community, if we can focus on how we are creating community, how we're getting closer because of this, and I hope that we are, how we can be more courageous together, because we do have each other. Please reach out to each other. It's so important that we reach out to each other. We're connecting a lot more with each other, because I think that we understand. I think that the empathy and kindness and that we are experiencing through, the last 18 months has actually made us stronger. And I believe that kindness is a superpower. So please stay kind. I would love to know your comments while we're talking about this today as well. Please stay kind. I'm just trying to get the comments up. For some reason, I can't get the comments up. Thank you, Monica. I think as well, let's absolutely stay kind. I think that if we can also stay courageous, and I talk about, like, people say to me, I understand courage is about being brave and being resilient and moving forward. I get that. But also courage is about vulnerability. Courage is about asking for help. Courage is about going, you know what, this is how I feel about this situation. And I think these things, sorry, I've got a little kitten that wants to keep running around. I think that there's real courage in being vulnerable, being, going, okay, I don't know what's going to happen, but you know what? I'm going to stay courageous, because courage is fear, right? Courage is in the absence of fear. Courage is the mastery of fear. And you know what? And at the start of this live, I said, I have been crying, and I have been crying. It's really sad seeing what people are going through with these border shutdowns, these lockdowns. It's impacting so many of us, including my team, my associates, my clients. And I just want to say, we're here for you, right? We're here for you. We understand the frustrations that you're in. We understand the struggles. We understand the challenges. Stay kind to yourself, all right? Absolutely stay kind to yourself. I think that's first and foremost, because the kinder you are to yourself, the kinder you are to each others. To each other. Stay courageous. As Monica said here, listen, stay curious, reach out, offer help, have a voice. I think the other thing, if we can really have a voice around this, in having a voice around having the courage to have a voice with kindness, I think together we can all make a difference. Because sometimes I think, are our politicians listening? Are we kind of having a voice, but we're kind of having a voice and there's kind of like dead ears out there? Because the thing is, don't let that stop you having a voice, right? Don't stop you going out there and asking for help. I think that's really important, that we keep speaking up. We keep showing up and saying, this is what we want. We want things to change. I think that's really, really important. So I just wanted to, I know it's a Sunday morning. I know it's kind of a last minute live, but I think there's a point where enough's enough. When are things going to change, right? Because you know what, I just see the impact this is happening, and I understand that COVID is awful, this pandemic is awful, and people are losing lives. However, we're seeing what's happening in lots of other countries. We can absolutely open our borders if people are absolutely keeping on their masks. And I don't know, I just think that if we could really start to think about ways forward around this and get people vaccinated. I am finding it hard to get vaccinated. I cannot believe that we live in Australia and it's so difficult to get vaccinated. And also that the challenges that we're having around mental health. I totally understand how COVID is impacting and people are dying from COVID. I totally get that. And it's so heartbreaking. But look at what it's happening in terms of impacting mental health, right? I'm really passionate about, especially our future generations and our youth, around mental health. Again, I'm seeing and hearing so many stories, and we actually don't see this in the news and the media, around how this is impacting our mental health, these border shutdowns, the lack of vaccinations. There's so much uncertainty. There's also lots of bullying and trolling and whatever going on social media. You've really got to stop that. It's really impacting, right, our youth. It's impacting our sons and our daughters. So think about, when you're going to have a voice and post something, think about, is this something that you would want your son and daughter to hear or read? All right, I think that's really important. Also, I think that we need to do this together. I just think the amount of people that I'm seeing collaborating and connecting through this has been just so inspiring, and we need to keep doing that. And this is one of the reasons why we are championing kind, courageous, and inclusive leaders in leadership. This is why we've got our Courage Conference that we've got the amazing Christine Holgate speaking at. She's just been so courageous in the last 12 months. Because this is why we've got our Outstanding Leadership Awards, again, championing and shining a light on kind, courageous, and inclusive leaders in leadership. Because we want this conference, we want our work, we want the voice that we have here at Leadership HQ, and the voice of me being on these lives. We want these awards. We want these platforms to be a movement, right? We want to showcase and celebrate kind and courageous leaders for our future generations, so that they have hope, that they have inspiration, so that they can go out there and be our leaders of today and tomorrow. I think we need more kind, courageous, and inclusive leaders in leadership. We need all of you to be leaders. Leadership is everywhere. It's within all of us, right? Leadership is a mindset. It's an action. It's an attitude. It's not a role or title. We all can lead. We can all make a difference. We can all make an impact. We can all have a voice. We can all have a courageous voice. We can all be courageous. We need to keep talking about this, so that these people in authority, our politicians, those leaders out there that are making decisions around what is going on around Australia with these border shutdowns, with these lockdowns, with these vaccinations, they start to really listen, okay? We need them to listen to what we're all saying here across Australia, that we need to change what the strategy that we have around COVID, and we need to see our leaders step up and have the courage to make better decisions, to be clearer. To be clear is to be kind, to go, you know what, maybe we did stuff up, but this is a way forward, and this is our way forward, and we're really clear around this because we need this leadership, right? So together we can be courageous. Reach out to us at Leadership HQ. We're so dedicated and committed to helping everyone around Australia and the globe be courageous. Reach out for help. You know, here's me kind of half in tears talking about this because it's really important that we be courageous together, and showing vulnerability and showing that you really care is all about courage, because we really care about every single one of you that we work with, that we talk to, that we connect with, because we want to lift you up to be more. We want to lift you up and support you to learn more. And we want to inspire you to be the best version of yourselves, because we can get through this together. But I wish our bloody politicians and those leaders that have authority around Australia were listening to so many of us on LinkedIn and social media that want to see change and want to see more courage. So thank you for listening to my live today. And thank you, Lev. Yes, you know I'm very passionate about kind, courageous and impactful leadership. And Lev is actually, he's going to be one of our amazing keynote speakers, one of our speakers as well. Look at have a look at our Courage Conference, have a look at our awards, go to outstandingleadershipawards.com.au. Thank you for listening to my live. Together we can be courageous, together we can have a voice, and together we are going to actually get through this, okay? But remember to be really kind to yourself and be really kind to each other, even when you're posting stuff on social media. Please be kind. I really want us to be courageous, but always be kind to each other and to yourselves. And thank you. And please stay safe.